Imagine standing at the base of a towering mountain, its peak hidden behind clouds. You dream of reaching the summit, believing that success and fulfillment await you there. This is the story of a young man who had such a dream. He wanted to climb the tallest mountain in the land, convinced that reaching the top would bring him ultimate happiness. Like many of us, he started his journey filled with enthusiasm and determination. The path ahead seemed clear, and he believed that his ascent would be swift and easy. But as he climbed higher, the terrain became more challenging. The smooth trails turned into rocky slopes, and each step required greater effort. He faced exhaustion, self-doubt, and obstacles that seemed impossible to overcome. When he was on the verge of giving up, he encountered an old man who shared a profound truth. The mountain is not your enemy, it is your teacher. This realization transformed his perspective. The journey to success is not just about reaching the top, but about becoming stronger, wiser, and more resilient along the way. This story beautifully reflects the teachings of Buddhism on perseverance, suffering, and personal growth. In Buddhism, life is often described as dukkha, a term that encompasses suffering, struggle, and impermanence. The young man's journey symbolizes this reality. His initial belief that the path would be easy mirrors our common assumption that success should come without hardship. However, the reality is different. The Buddha himself taught that obstacles and suffering are not punishments, but opportunities for growth. Many people believe that success should be straightforward. Whether it's building a career, achieving personal goals, or cultivating spiritual wisdom, we often expect progress to be linear. When difficulties arise, we see them as signs of failure rather than necessary parts of growth. Buddhism teaches us that suffering arises from attachment to comfort, ease, or even the idea of an effortless journey. The young man in the story expected a smooth climb, but the reality of the mountain challenged his expectations. Similarly, in life, we must be prepared for struggles, understanding that they are inherent to any meaningful pursuit. In the story, the old man imparts a powerful lesson. The obstacles you face are the tools that will make you succeed. This aligns with the Buddhist concept of anti-fragility, the idea that challenges make us stronger rather than weaker. Just as a muscle grows by being stressed and repaired, our minds and spirits develop resilience through hardships. Every difficulty we face is a test of our patience, determination, and wisdom. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, we should view them as stepping stones to higher understanding. One of the greatest teachings of Buddhism is the practice of mindfulness, being fully present and accepting each moment as it is. When the young man struggled with the climb, his suffering was intensified by his resistance to the challenge. He focused on how hard the journey was rather than embracing it as part of his growth. By practicing mindfulness, we shift our mindset from resistance to acceptance. Instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" we ask, "What can I learn from this?" This simple shift can transform our struggles into profound lessons. Buddhism teaches that everything is impermanent, including our hardships. No challenge lasts forever, just as no success is permanent. The young man eventually reached the peak, but what truly mattered was the transformation he underwent during the climb. When we internalize the principle of impermanence, we learn to endure difficulties with patience, knowing that they too will pass. Often we suffer because we cling to expectations, fears, and doubts. The young man initially held on to the belief that success meant only reaching the top. But through his journey, he realized that true success lay in the person he became along the way. Similarly, we must let go of rigid definitions of success and embrace the fluid nature of personal growth. Sometimes our greatest victories come from experiences we never planned. The young man learned that reaching the top was not the ultimate goal. Becoming wiser and stronger was. We often measure success by external achievements, but true success is about inner transformation. The old man's words remind us that obstacles are not enemies. They are teachers guiding us to greater wisdom. Instead of fearing challenges, we should welcome them as necessary parts of our journey. As you reflect on this story, Consider your own journey. What mountains are you climbing? What challenges are you facing? Instead of seeing them as barriers, view them as teachers. Every step, no matter how difficult, is shaping you into a stronger, wiser person. Success is not just about reaching a goal, it's about the transformation you undergo along the way. Remember, each struggle is an opportunity to grow, and every challenge brings you closer to your highest self. If you found inspiration in this story, make sure to check out our next video. We explore another profound Buddhist lesson that can transform your perspective on life. Stay on the path, keep climbing, and embrace every challenge as a stepping stone to enlightenment. Subscribe to the Enlightened Mind and continue your journey with us.